All right, we're back.
All right, hello everyone. We have returned.
We're back. I forgot to hit transition, so we just flipped over, but that's fine.
Hey, we're here, everyone.
So, I said I didn't have Oreos. Instead, I have Taco Bell. So,
No Oreos this week, but I got some Taco Bell. Yeah, I got me some ginger ale with lemonade in it. So ginger ale and lemonade. It's pretty nice, tasty combo, I'd say.
fuck yeah. I had an alcoholic beverage yesterday, and I wish I had some more, but unfortunately I don't. Anyways, we're back, and Daniel's going to start us off here.
So, the main topic of the week. You know how every week we start off with news, gaming news, TV show news, and whatever movie news, whatever news is out there. And this week's main topic is Star Wars. So we have several things to talk about. Okay. Now, topic number one that I wanted to bring up during the gaming news, but it's Star Wars related, so I figured I would bring it up.
And it's going to lead to a big discussion here.
So gaming news. Besides Jedi Fallen Order showing up at gameplay showing up at E3, there was something that I recently found out that was being done, which is they're doing some fans are recreating Rogue Squadron, an HD Rogue Squadron remake in the Unreal Engine 4.
I did see this.
And they released some footage. I'm posting the link in the chat. Look at this. This looks fucking cool. Why doesn't EA just come out with a game like this? People want it.
Doing, man.
I want it. Everybody else wants it. What are they doing, man?
Don't you want Battlefront 500? I mean, come on.
No, I don't want any more Battlefront games for a while, dude. Because I'm done with that. Dude. Which is a crazy thing to say, because fucking 5 years ago I wouldn't have said that.
I know, right?
At this point, yeah, 5 years ago I wouldn't have said stop with the Battlefronts, but man, we're two games into it right now, and I want other stuff, man. But yeah, check that out. It looks fantastic. I want to see that. Did you get a chance to look at
that? I saw some stills of it, but I haven't watched the actual footage. Which I'm gonna open it right now.
It looks good. I mean, we don't have the video thing here yet. Josh will be working on it, which I mean, hopefully next week. But I don't know. I don't know how far along close we are to getting that, but hopefully as soon as possible to have videos show up here at the bottom of the stream. So yeah, it looks good. They show the Jade Moon, which is one of the missions in the game, and I dig it. It looks fantastic. For fans to be coming up with this stuff, is pretty incredible. So I like it a lot. You got anything adding on to that?
No, sorry. I was seeing if I could get the video to play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, God.
This is the Jade Moon. There's an Imperial storage base nearby. It's an inventory hub for the local bases in the system.
I just love when they make things that are old and they not reinterpret it, but they redo it in a modern style. It just I really dig that stuff. So
that was not the correct way to do that. By the way, I did that wrong.
I know that they were trying to do. There was a group a while back trying to do Knights of the Republic, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. Hold on, that'll be probably the main topic here. But yeah, there was a group trying to do. Poem Studios was trying to redo KOTOR in the Unreal Engine 4. Apeiron was the nickname for it, and they got shut down by Lucasfilm and Disney and whatnot. So hopefully these Rogue Squadron guys don't get shut down either, but we'll see, huh? We'll see.
Yeah, boy.
So yeah, I think it looks good. Hopefully they can get it done. Hey, there's some footage. There you go. We have some footage on screen. It's kind of like a makeshift thing. Josh is working on it, but there it is. Look at that. I mean, it looks cool, doesn't it? Does it not look cool? I think it looks awesome.
Yeah, it does. My issue here is I can't full screen the video, or I'm not gonna be able to see anything.
No, it's fine. It's we'll work with what we got for now. But look at that. It looks so cool, man. Like, just look at that. It literally all EA has to do is remake these old games, like in this style, to the current generation, and they'd make money, man. Like, what are they doing?
Yep.
People want them. People want these old games in a new style. So But anyway, Rogue Squadron HD remake in Unreal Engine 4. Hopefully they succeed with that. Hopefully that turns out good. Moving on to other news. Happy birthday to Frank Oz. It's his birthday today.
Happy birthday, Frank. We love you.
He is the voice, and not only the voice, but he is Yoda. He's the puppeteer. He does the voice. He makes Yoda the way that Yoda is. So thanks to Frank Oz, we now have, or we've had a Yoda for almost 40 years, I think. Yeah, almost 40. Next year will be the 40th anniversary of Empire. Which is crazy because I think today is actually the 42nd birthday of A New Hope. Like, actually today, May 25th.
Damn, son.
So happy birthday to A New Hope, 42 years old. Happy birthday to a couple other Star Wars movies. I think Solo came out today as well, like last year. So happy first birthday to Solo and A New Hope, 42nd. And it was probably, I think, episode 2 maybe. I don't know. There's a couple of movies that came out on May 25th. So happy birthday to all those movies. I love Star Wars. So,
Yeah, boy.
Ever to them. And speaking of Solo, John Kasdan tweeted something out the other day because there was a group of people, I believe it was Star Wars Underworld. They were like making a thing on Twitter, hashtag make Solo 2 happen. So they organized themselves in I think it was like 2 days ago, 23rd, where they like rallied a bunch of people and like they made Solo 2 trend on Twitter. And John Kasdan, which was one of the writers of Solo 2, is one of the dudes. He's Lawrence Kasdan's son. He and his pops were involved in the Solo movie, and he tweeted out. We're gonna open up the tweet here and read it.
I love Solo.
Me too. I really like Solo. John Kasdan tweeted out, "Beyond grateful and galvanized by the hashtag Make Solo 2 Happen energy on Twitter today. Means so much to everyone involved, and your enthusiasm makes it possible for us to keep advocating for it. Because the maker knows there's a war story set in the galaxy far, far away that's yet to be told. And the war story that he's talking about is the war story of the underworld." In this tweet, he has 3 images, which I'm going to post in the chat here. He posted images, which if you want to bring up on stream, Josh, if you can.
I'm sure you link them.
It's all into one, so y'all have to just really put that up on screen.
It didn't load for me.
Oh,
it is broken. Oh, it has a
what?
It has a little thing at the end of the URL.
Oh, okay. So shit, I forgot. You just gotta delete it. Okay, here, this one works.
There we go.
Put it in the second one.
I got it.
So it's their images. He attached this picture on his tweet. These images are insignias, logos, symbols, whatever you want to call them, of organizations within the underworld and the crime. They're crime organizations. So for those of you who are not well versed in Star Wars,
they're on the screen now.
if you're not well versed into Star Wars like I am, the one on the left is the Pike Syndicate, which these were the guys that showed up originally in the Clone Wars TV show, in the animated series. So that's the dudes in the yellow on the left, the Pikes, which they also appeared in Solo. It was the dude on Kessel that Kira, talks to when they try to, execute their plan and steal the coaxium or whatever on Kessel. So the Pikes, the yellow logo. The one in the middle are the Hutt cartel. So the Hutts are also a huge crime organization, as we all know, or most of us know. Again, if you're not too well versed in Star Wars, you probably won't know, but they're a huge crime organization. The Hutts, think of Jabba the Hutt, Zero the Hutt, those type of things. And lastly, we have the Crimson Dawn, which was introduced in the Solo movie. It had Maul as the lead of the Crimson Dawn, and Dryden Voss was also a guy who, spoiler alert, Dryden Voss dies in Solo, and Kira takes up like the head mantle of that. So one thing that I found interesting is that the Black Sun is not even involved in this, which the Black Sun is a pretty huge crime organization in Star Wars as well, and they're just not here at all. So I thought that was interesting. But the main focus will be on these three, and listen, a Star Wars movie that deals with the crime organization and stuff, give me that.
Okay? I'm down for some Hutt on Hutt violence.
Pikes, the Hutts, and the Crimson Dawn, that's fucking cool, man. Give me that stuff. I want to see that. I want to see that. So, obviously, I don't think a Solo 2 is ever actually going to happen. But
I liked it. I wouldn't mind it.
Hopefully they make this into like a TV show or something, because I would love to see it.
The only thing that hurt that movie is that there was just so much Star Wars during that happened recently.
A lot of things hurt this movie. There was a lot of factors. It just, but yeah, I don't think Solo 2 is ever going to happen, because the way that Solo 1, was, perceived, and it's like in the Disney era, it's the least profitable movie. It didn't do as well. So yeah, we're not gonna get a Solo 2. I wish, because I really enjoyed the movie, but yeah, it's not gonna happen. But I do eventually want to see more Kira and Maul stuff, and the Crimson Dawn. What happens to the Crimson Dawn? How does Maul go from being the head of the Crimson Dawn to, spoiler alert for Star Wars Rebels, spoiler alert, how does he go from being the head of the Crimson Dawn to dying on Tatooine in Obi-Wan's arms in Star Wars Rebels? So that'll be curious. And then, yeah, what happens to Kira, man? She was honestly one of my favorite characters from Solo. She probably was my favorite character in Solo. She was very interesting. I love the way Emilia Clarke played her. And yeah, I mean, I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with that going forward. But yeah, I hope we get to see, like, again, hopefully this turns into a TV show someday, because I'd love to see it. But yeah, no Solo 2 anytime soon, I would say. So yeah.
Oh, well, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, I'm all about making Star Wars, different. Like,
I want to see more underworld shit. I'll watch a Star Wars fucking horror movie. I've said that 100 times.
Yeah, man. Like I've been saying, I recently, by recently I mean like last night, I installed Empire at War, and the expansion pack to that game focuses heavily on the crime organization known as the Zahn Consortium. And like the underworld stuff is very, very interesting, seeing all these crime organizations and whatnot. So I'm all about that. Like let's make some of that stuff happen. Movies or TV shows, whatever. Let's get it, man. So yeah, that's all I had to mention on that. I'm just, hope that happens someday. So yeah. And all right. Moving on, Vanity Fair went on Wednesday, released behind the scenes images and a video of The Rise of Skywalker. They had a preview, and there was a bunch of images that they released. So we're gonna be talking about the Rise of Skywalker here. So get ready, guys, because we are gonna get into it. Okay. So I have the article here open. If you guys want to come along and with me, and we'll go through this together. I'll post a link in the chat. So as soon as you open up the article, we have an image of JJ and Daisy Ridley and a bunch of the crew members of this movie. They're they're filming some stuff, and they're on the in real life they're in the country of Jordan in the Wadi Rum Desert, right? In universe, this is a brand new planet that's going to be called Pasana. So Pasana is spelled Pasana. So it's not Jakku, it's not Tatooine, it's not even Jeddah from Rogue One. It's a brand new desert planet, another one, in case we didn't have many of those already. But yeah, so that's the first shot. They'll behind the scenes on that. Then as we scroll down, they have a full article on this. So if you guys want to read it, it's pretty interesting. I checked it out like the day it came out because obviously I'm big on Star Wars, so I had to check out everything. But they have the two cover shots. There's one with Adam Driver as Kylo Ren, and another one with Daisy Ridley as Rey. Typical magazine covers. So that's it is what it is. That's
Yeah.
But here we go. This next image that they have here. Oh boy. Here we go. We have J.J. Abrams and the stunt coordinator Eunice Huthert, I think. And we have the Knights of fucking Ren, baby. We have the Knights of Ren right here. Look at these badass motherfuckers, man. They look super cool. I'm so glad that they're going to be in this movie. It's been rumored for a very long time. There they are. Look at these dudes, man. Look at them. Look at them. They all have different weapons and gear, which we had already known because in The Force Awakens, there's the single shot in the movie where they're in it, and you can tell they all have different weapons and stuff. I don't think any of them are going to have lightsabers. I think Kylo's the only dude with a lightsaber. But, yeah, I'm just super excited to see what their involvement in the movie is going to be, especially now with Kylo being Supreme Leader. Yeah, they look cool, man. I like their armor, their gear, just the way they look, those capes and helmets and everything, man. They look dope.
Yeah, buddy, that do look pretty cool. Sorry, guys, I was just downloading some of these other pictures. So if we keep on scrolling, we'll eventually be able to add them on as we go. So that's why I've been kind of quiet.
Which we will be doing, but we're going to talk about this one a little bit more.
There's a lot of pictures in this article. I'm probably not even going to download them all.
No, you don't have to do them all, but some of the cooler ones probably.
This is a good one.
They all have different weapons, which I find interesting. Some of these guys have like big ass swords, and this guy has a fucking cleaver, man. The guy standing right next to JJ, he's got a big old cleaver. It reminds me of that character that we made in
Cleaver. He was called Cleaver.
His name was Cleaver. He's got a big ass cleaver, dude.
And yeah, that's exactly kind of what I envisioned for Cleaver, the character.
Yeah, like a big ass cleaver exists in Star Wars now, and there it is. Look at that fucking thing, man. Jesus, that shit is massive. And the guy next to him, he's got like an arm cannon blaster type thing. I don't know what that is really, but it looks cool. And then there's a dude over here with like a axe type thing and a mace and another sword. I don't know. They just look really cool, man. And I'm very excited to see these guys in action. My hope is that they actually get to be badasses and do stuff, and they don't get treated like the Praetorian Guards in The Last Jedi, which literally are just there to get their asses kicked.
Pretty much.
So hopefully these guys get to be true badasses and actually do some stuff. Very, very excited about this. Cannot wait to see them. I'm glad we're finally we're gonna get them, man, because they were introduced in The Force Awakens, and we're like, who are these guys? We don't know who they are. What are they doing, man? What? And then Last Jedi came out, and I thought they were gonna be in that, and they just weren't for whatever reason. And then I'm just glad they're showing up again because it was they had to show up, man. We had to know we have got to know what they've been up to. Anyway, moving past that shot, we're scrolling down a little bit, and we see Carrie Russell's character, which is a bounty hunter type character here. Her outfit looks pretty cool. It's like a purplish, crimson, reddish, it's like a dark red or purplish type thing.
Burgundy.
Yeah,
it looks more purple.
Yeah, it's like a purple or burgundy. Or
I dig the color.
With like a bronze or gold type thing. It looks cool. I like the helmet. I like the bracelets and the everything. She looks fucking cool.
The helmet feels kind of Mando.
Kind of. Which each trilogy before this has had a Mandalorian in it. It's been Boba and Jango and the other ones, but this one hasn't had one. So maybe she's gonna be it for this trilogy. We all thought Phasma might have been
she's packing a pair of blasters like one would.
I mean, Phasma definitely played the Boba Fett character. She didn't do a damn thing but look cool. But hopefully Carrie Russell's character, which her name is Zuri Bliss, which, by the way, that sounds like a fucking wrestler's name.
It is. There's a wrestler named Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, she sounds like a wrestler. Zuri Bliss. She's gonna fucking choke slam somebody or some shit, dude. Anyway, so that's her character's name. Zuri Bliss.
I like the big belt. The big belt she's got on looks pretty cool.
The belt thing looks cool. I don't know if those are swords or blasters or whatever. They're blasters, right? Yeah,
they look like blasters. Can't wait to see some cosplayers make those things. Jesus.
Yeah, that's gonna look cool. I mean, she looks cool. She looks very, very cool. So I'm looking forward to seeing who she is really and how she gets involved and all that stuff. Zuri Bliss on the Thieves' Quarter of the snow-dusted world, Kijimi. Yeah, it's a snow planet called Kijimi, which okay. I think this is the planet in the teaser trailer where there's like a ship flying into a city and you get to see it from afar or whatever. So I think that's what that is. Cool. I mean, she looks cool.
All right.
And we scroll down to the next image. Here we have first order leaders, General Hux, who's played by Donald Gleason, and one of the new cast members in this movie, Allegiant General Pride, played by Richard E. Grant, on the bridge of Kylo Ren's Star Destroyer, which is the Finalizer, as we know. So yeah, we kind of figured that Richard E. Grant would be playing a First Order officer, and here he is.
No surprise.
Yeah, no surprise. His uniform looks a bit different than General Hux's. Just look at the.
His kind of has like a robe-esque feel to it.
His kind of looks like a kimono or some shit.
Yeah.
And like Hux's, yeah, they look different, but I mean, he looks cool, man. He definitely has the look of a fucking First Order dude, and there he is. So that looks cool. That's an interesting title and name, though. Allegiance General Pride. Very, very, very cool. And I mean, there isn't really much to add on to that other than, I mean, he's pretty much doing what I thought and expected he would be doing. So, and he looks cool. So, let's see. There's more just talking about how. One thing I will say is I like how JJ has seriously been taking this as a this is the end of not only this trilogy but of all 9 movies, and they've been mentioning that a few times. So this is really, really gonna be the end of this, man. They're saying this is gonna be the end of the Jedi and the Sith thing here as well. Like they're going for it, man, and I'm I'm looking forward to it. So
Everything's got an end.
Exactly. So here we have the next image, which Jonas Suotamo, which is Chewie. You got Daisy Ridley right here. You got Anthony Daniels as 3PO, and John Boyega as Finn.
God, I love the stripe up those leg pants, man. They look good.
Dude, Finn's outfit in this movie looks fucking cool, man. This is the best he's looked in this trilogy by far. Poe's outfit looks cool, even though he's not in this shot. They both look cool in this movie. But yeah, man, I mean, his outfit looks cool. Like, that's something I would wear. Like, that's a fucking cool outfit, dude. I like that.
Yeah, I definitely dig this stripe. The little stripe adds so much to that whole thing. You know?
You gotta love some good Star Wars pants, boots, and a Star Wars jacket, okay? A good Star Wars jacket is always good, okay?
God, it looks so hot in that Chewie outfit.
Oh, it is. I'm sure they. I mean, they're well aware of that, so they got to keep him cool somehow. But
Oof.
they're out in the desert. I mean, look at 3PO too, man. They got an umbrella over his head and stuff. And yeah, I mean, that's just another behind-the-scenes photo. So we'll see what happens with that.
I got a few.
It looks cool. And then we got 3PO and BB-8 actually. The next image here. Which, by the way, Anthony Daniels is the only cast member to be in all 9 of the saga films. He's not the only character, the only actor. The only actor to be in all 9 of the movies so far.
That's crazy. That's a lot of movies.
It is. And it's a lot of years, man. He's an old man now, dude. He's like 73 or some shit. But anyway, it's cool. You got 3PO getting ready for some stuff, and BB-8 also standing there. I mean, there isn't really too much to say about this photo, but it's cool behind the scenes. Now, these next 2 images are where it gets interesting. Okay, these next 2 are gonna be we're gonna talk about these for a little. Someone else's R2, yes, because Kenny Baker unfortunately passed away like a year or 2 ago, and yeah, they have somebody else do it now. So this next image, this is fucking cool here. Okay, we have Finn and Jana, which her Naomi Aki, who's actress, was at Star Wars Celebration. They introduced her character. This is Jana, and this is Finn, and they are writing new creatures for this movie. These like horse type things, which are called Orbaks. It's spelled Orbaks. So these Orbaks are these horse type things that are gonna be on this planet. I'm not really sure what this planet is, but yeah, I mean, they look cool. I like the war paint they have on the face of the Orbaks and the little tusk things they have, and they look cool, man. They're Star Wars horses, so
Hey, yeah, pretty much. They're hairy. They're big and hairy.
yeah, well, it's not to like, man. They look cool.
Finn always riding an animal.
Finn looks cool. Again, his outfit is on point. He's got the blaster, and Jana, very interesting because she's got a bow, not a blaster. She's got a traditional bow. So I'm very curious to see what the deal with that is.
Yeah.
She's got a bow, as you can see. She's got a quiver right there with arrows in it and stuff. I don't know what kind of arrows these are. I don't know what kind of bow that is, but I mean, I guess we'll find out. So yeah, Jana and Finn on the Orbaks.
Gonna go Rambo on somebody. Explosive tips.
That would be cool. Like fucking. Oh, you know what that reminds me of? Fucking Horizon Zero Dawn, which you have to play.
Yeah,
So.
I do. I have it. Need to play it.
Yeah, it's really good. So the caption says, Finn, a new ally Jana atop hardy Orbaks, lead the charge against the mechanized forces of the First Order. So that'll be cool. I'm still not sure what planet that is, but I will say this. This planet looks like the one at the end of the teaser.
Yeah.
Where you have the main cast and they see the Death Star out in the ocean or whatever. So that's probably going to be that planet. It looks very similar to that. So that'll be cool. And yeah, they teased that celebration that Jana is like Lando's daughter or something. So that would be cool. And maybe Finn's like, "Yo, Rose, I ain't about you no more. I got me some Jana here."
Damn, son, that's cold.
So maybe that'll happen too.
I like Rose, man.
Yeah, I mean she's all right. The character is all right. I didn't hate her. I didn't. I mean, maybe I don't know. Like maybe something will happen between these two. But yeah, the main thing is she might be Lando's daughter because they definitely teased that at Celebration. I guess we'll have to see though. Jana Calrissian, that'd be kind of
Maybe.
maybe. And then the next image, look at this thing. We have Kylo Ren and Rey in some kind of like stormy. I don't know if that's snow. I don't think it's snow. It's just like water, right?
I think so.
It looks very stormy. They're having some kind of duel somewhere. I don't know where this is.
It looks super wet.
Yeah, that's what she said.
It
But dude, yeah, I've heard some things about this because I've heard some places around. I've seen some stuff about what this could potentially be, and I'm very curious to see if that's actually where this is headed. Because if it is, then we are in store for some stuff that we've never seen in Star Wars before. And this stuff in particular between these two, they're gonna go deeper into the Force connection that these two have. So I don't know, man. We're gonna see. I don't know how this is gonna end up between them. I don't want to see them be romantically involved or anything. Please don't do that. I don't want to see that. Just I hope the connection is something other than that. It's a force bond, so it's clearly something, but I hope it's not romantic or anything. I don't want to see that stuff. But yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see how what happens with that and how it ends up. I kind of don't want him. Okay, here's my thoughts personally. I don't want him to be redeemed. I want him to die a villain because I feel like if you do redeem him, it'll be the same thing that happened to Vader. And it'll just be like a repeat of Return of the Jedi. So the bad guy gets redeemed at the end. Because here's the thing: if he also does get redeemed, he's probably gonna die anyway. He's probably gonna die a good guy, and then he gets redeemed. And it's like I don't want to see that. Just let him. He made his choice at the end of the Last Jedi. Let him be the bad guy that he wants to be, and let him and Rey have another final epic lightsaber duel because we didn't have a duel on Episode 8. So
it doesn't bother me either way. I'm gonna enjoy it no matter what. No particular thoughts on it.
But that image looks very interesting. And then we have here another image with camera operator Colin Anderson. They're filming like some kind of speeder chase with Chewie and Rey and BB-8. So there's gonna be some speeder chases on Pasana. That looks pretty cool. They kind of showed some of this in the teaser, where you have some First Order jet troopers after.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing those guys.
Those guys look kind of cool.
I look forward to getting their Black Series.
Yeah, I know, right? That's like the main thing.
All the action figures.
I want all them figures, yeah. So yeah, that'll be cool. So yeah, it's a cool image. They showed that, like I said, in the teaser. You have the jet troopers running after Poe and Threepio and Finn, and just here they're showing you behind the scenes of the other speeder, which has Chewie, BB-8, and Rey.
It looks like just the image. Just looks like it's something out of Mad Max.
It does, right? It really does. What a lovely, lovely day.
Shiny and chrome.
This next image looks. This is a cool one. Okay, we have Poe Dameron, BB-8, the new droid Dio, Chewie, and our boy Lando back in his ship, the Falcon. Lando finally got his ship back, baby.
I mean, you add Billy
Hell
D to
yeah.
anything, and the coolness factor goes up by at least
Yeah,
50%.
And he's wearing like almost the same exact outfit from Solo, with the yellow, black, and blue cape and stuff. So he looks cool, man. For an 80-something-year-old man, dude, he looks fucking cool still. Okay.
Yeah. Packing the
But yeah,
black.
again, Poe's outfit, very, very, very cool.
You know what's funny is I didn't even see Dio until you said that.
Yeah, Dio's on the off the side of Poe there. He's very small.
Looks like a squirt bottle. I'll just be honest.
Looks like a megaphone. Yeah. And of course, BB-8 and Chewie. That's a cool shot. The cockpit of the Falcon. And I think it's cool that Poe's gonna be like the co-pilot now, or whatever, since he doesn't have his X-wing. Although it's probably gonna be a couple years, or like at least a year after. So you'd think he'd have his own ship again, but it's still cool to see him in the Falcon with Chewie and Lando and the droids. So that's awesome, man. I like to see Falcon. Or the Falcon. I like to see Lando and the Falcon together again. Which, when they showed that moment in the trailer, I was like, hell yeah, dude. Lando's back in the Falcon, baby. And the next image after that is just a bunch of aliens. I mean, I don't really have anything to say.
Yeah, I didn't download that one.
Other than it's just the people of Jordan, the local people, used as extras to be aliens. Which these aliens are going to be called the Aki Aki. They're natives of the planet Pasana.
They look like something. What do they look like? They look like something I've seen.
I don't know, but to be honest, they just look like they look like extras from like Jakku or whatever. The same kind of thing they use in the Force Awakens. Just random ass aliens in the background. Like, who cares? They look fine. One of my biggest disappointments with this trilogy is they haven't used older aliens from other movies. They keep making up their new aliens, but like they don't have to show any of the ones we already know.
I want some classics, man.
Where are the Twi'leks? Where are the Rhodians? Where are the fucking all the bits, the chiss?
Yeah, where's my Twi'lek dancers at, man?
Where are the Duros, man? Where are all the other aliens?
I better have a Twi'lek dancer in this movie, or I'll be disappointed.
I think we're gonna be disappointed, but
no, but my Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi. I mean, maybe, you never know.
Jabba dance scene, go.
The next image is really, really cool. We have John Williams conducting the score, and the scene in the background is of Carrie Fisher's Princess Leia, which they've already said that Leia has a scene, or Carrie Fisher has a scene with her daughter Billie Lourd in this, and that's gonna make people fucking bawl their eyes out. Okay. I mean, this movie's, every time anyone sees Leia in this movie, they're already gonna cry anyway.
It's true. I'll be in that theater crying, man.
But I'm sure that the scores and themes they come up with, the scenes that Leia's in,
are gonna be
John
crazy.
Williams is gonna crush everybody. Okay.
Emotional.
They know what they're doing with this. Okay. They're gonna make people feel the feels anytime Leia's on screen, because this is her final movie. And I don't know what they're going to do with Leia. I don't think they have to kill her off anymore. Whereas before, if you would have asked me like a year ago, I would have said they have to kill her off. But I don't think they necessarily have to anymore. I think they could end the trilogy with her still being alive. And, they're not going to, they're not going to continue this. This is the last episode of the saga. So they can just have her alive and, have her end.
I'm interested to see in those scenes. I'm ready to cry. So we'll get time, man.
It would be really. What I would like to see is her have a scene with Kylo, because that's like one of the things we haven't really seen. Kylo has interacted with Luke. He's interacted with Han. He's interacted with Chewie, and like Rey, obviously, and a bunch of other people. But he hasn't talked to his mom really. I mean, kind of in Last Jedi when he was gonna blow her up in the ship. But he didn't, and then his wingmen did or whatever. But I would like for there to have been a scene between them together interacting person to person, like Carrie Fisher to Adam Driver. So hopefully that happens in this movie, because I think that would be really, really neat. But yeah,
we'll see.
John Williams score. I'm very looking forward to it. The music always generally kills it. So very excited. Hopefully he comes up with new scores and themes that we're gonna be like remembering forever.
And listening to for inspiration all the time, like I already do.
Exactly, yeah. Because to be honest, the Last Jedi soundtrack didn't really. I mean, there wasn't really anything new in that. To me, it felt more like a greatest hits.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't anything really, really new. Whereas in like the Force Awakens, there was definitely some great new stuff in there, like Kylo's theme and Rey's theme and the Resistance theme and stuff like that. So hopefully this movie has some new. The soundtrack has some new great things. Okay, here's the next. The final image, the last image we're going to talk about is one that has me very, 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 very curious. This image has me more curious than any of the other images before. And this is a shot of Mark Hamill as Luke with R2-D2, and the background is in flames. Now, as we all know, spoiler alert, Luke Skywalker dies in The Last Jedi. And he's going to be in this next movie. He's probably going to be a Force ghost. So how does this fit into this next movie?
Shit, son, I have no idea.
I have some ideas. This could be, how they've been having flashbacks in The Force Awakens and The Last Jedi? Luke is wearing the same gear he's been wearing the last two movies. So I'm guessing this is probably another flashback of like the temple or whatever that they've been showing in every movie. Because R2's been with him as well. That. So it's probably that. Although he looks a little older to be like flashback. Flashback Luke looked a little
yeah,
younger.
That's true.
Like he was still older Luke, but he looked younger than like currently. So it could be that. It could be maybe this is Force Ghost Luke, but they haven't added the effect yet. Maybe this is gonna be him as a Force Ghost, and they haven't added the blue around him yet. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Luke. I mean, Luke is one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Okay, and I don't like his treatment of him in this trilogy, but I don't know. I hope he gets. I honestly don't know what the hell he's gonna do in this movie, but I mean, I don't know. I hope it's just he has something to do that's significant. Although I don't think he's gonna be in the movie much, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. This image is very interesting though. Why is there fire behind them? Why is R2 with Luke? Is this a flashback? Is it a current thing? Is it Ghost Luke without the blue filter on it yet? I mean, these are all behind the scenes folks. Not really sure exactly what we have here, but again, yeah, I'm very curious because I don't know what Luke's gonna be up to. So that is all the images we have from Vanity Fair from The Rise of Skywalker. Very interesting to see what happens. I really hope this saga ends well. They've been talking about how this movie is going to end not only this trilogy but all 9 movies. How if somebody's watching all these 9 movies, it's going to connect everything all together and everything. Obviously, Palpatine plays a role in this movie. We don't know how yet. It's going to be involved somehow. So overall, I hope this movie's good. I hope it's more than good. I hope it's great. But
I hope it's the send-off that this whole series deserves. So.
Me too. I hope so as well.
Skywalker saga.
I hope the Skywalker saga ends well. And yeah, I mean that was the Vanity Fair stuff. There's a video that they had as well, but it's just more behind the scenes stuff. So yeah, those are really the images. Talked about him, and
if you want a better look of them, go to Vanity Fair and look them up because they are all there.
Check out Vanity Fair's article on that. They wrote an entire article on it, and you can even listen to it in audio form if you don't want to read it. So it's all there. Check it out. Some good stuff. And yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. So Rise of Skywalker, we'll be looking forward to that. And here we go. Are you ready for the final topic of the day?
This is the biggin.
Saving the best for last. So here we go. A couple days ago, there was breaking news by BuzzFeed News of all people, or of all places, that let me find the
And it broke at other places after that as well.
yeah, but I mentioned BuzzFeed News because they were the main ones who did it.
Yeah, they're getting their props, but I'm just saying BuzzFeed's been known to do some bullshit, and so there's
I
other
know.
corroborations.
Yeah, I know. BuzzFeed gets shit for, for stuff, but Cade Arthur, who is from what I hear is a well-respected journalist, found out, broke the scoop that Leda Kalogridis has been writing a Knights of the Old Republic screenplay, a Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic screenplay. Which, if you guys don't know who Leda Kalogridis is, I didn't know who she was either. But she did. She wrote some of Avatar, Shutter Island, Alita Battle Angel, movies such as these. Okay. So, what Kate Arthur is saying here in this article is that this is not only a Old Republic thing, which they asked Kathleen Kennedy at Star Wars Celebration. MTV asked her, the guy from MTV, Josh Horowitz, asked her straight up in an interview. They said, it's a quote in here somewhere. Okay, they asked her, are you going to be doing anything with, Knights of the Republic or whatever, right? And this hadn't really occurred to me. It hadn't really occurred to me that they would actually be doing anything on Knights of the Old Republic, because I always figured that they would be doing the Old Republic, which as in the era, like not the game or anything, but the era. So I always thought they were focusing on the era. But within the past couple of days, I've been seeing some things, and this article reinforces that they could potentially, and listen, I'm getting excited as I say this, but they could potentially be doing an adaptation of the video game Knights of the Old Republic, because this article straight up says Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic, not a Star Wars the Old Republic era, not the image that they use is Bastila from the Galaxy of Heroes game. They mentioned specifically Knights of the Old Republic. There's a picture of Bastila Shan. The MTV interview, the guy said Knights of the Old Republic, and Kathleen Kennedy said that they're working on something. So this has me very, 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 very excited. If they're gonna adapt the game into a screenplay for a trilogy of movies, I'm gonna lose my shit, okay?
Yeah, me too, man.
The game, if you're gonna do shit from the game, I'm more excited. I'll be more excited about this than I am the Mandalorian, and I'm already super excited about the Mandalorian.
Same, so you guys need to understand, Knights of the Old Republic for us is childhood. It's stepping into the boots of being in the Star Wars universe in a way that probably hadn't really before.
Knights of the Republic is my favorite Star Wars story of all time.
Mine too.
More so than any of the movies. More so than anything. Like, the story itself is such a good story. It's incredible. Okay? So if they're saying that they're gonna be doing a Knights of the Old Republic movie and not just an Old Republic movie that's set in the era with new characters and whatnot, if they're actually gonna make an adaptation, meaning they're gonna take stuff from the game and put it into the movie itself, I cannot wait for this. I can't wait for this. I seriously cannot. you're telling me we're gonna have we're gonna have Revan and Malik and Canderous and HK and Zalbar and all these different great, amazing, beautiful characters in a movie, and not only one movie, a trilogy of movies. Oh my god!
I am super excited for this as well. Like, just oh my god, it has some of the game has just some of the best characters in Star Wars in it. Like you said, Daniel, and like Jolie or Giuhani. Like, just so many, like, just a couple of my favorites. The droids, just all of it.
So good. T3, HK-47, they're, man. Again, I didn't want to get myself excited about the possibility of this happening, but there's just been too much talk of it recently that it's not an Old Republic. It's, like, actually Knights of the Old Republic, like, based off the game. So, again, if they're doing that, I am going to flip. I'm going to lose all of my shits, and this is going to be the thing that I will be waiting. This is going to be incredible. Could you just imagine? Bastila, Malik, all these characters are going to be real on-screen people that were
I want it to be, but I still kind of feel like they might just make a bunch of new characters as well, kind of based on them.
That's what I thought, but again, they're talking about they're talking very specifically about Knights of the Old Republic.
I understand that, but I'm just gonna be a little optimistic because
I know. I was like you too. I'm feeling that way as well. But the only reason why I'm leaning towards this is because they're very specifically talking about not just an Old Republic movie where it's set in the era and they're gonna make new characters and all that stuff. They're very specifically have mentioned a couple times Knights of the.
And my big thing is that they got to pull off those characters. If they do directly they got to pull them off very, very well, or people are gonna hate on it very badly.
Right.
That's like the only thing.
That's the only potential downside. But I'm just super excited for them to actually be doing this, right? For them to actually be adapting something that we know works. We know this works. All you have to do is translate it into live action movie. Like, we know this works because it's a fucking fantastic game.
Go play it, everybody, if you haven't, and enjoy it.
Yes, everybody needs to go play this game because it
has a satisfactory ending.
It's not just my favorite Star Wars game of all time. It's my favorite video game of all time. I love this fucking game.
Yeah, it's up there.
Absolutely incredible. So they mentioned, she's been working on this since like last year. So she's probably done to getting close to finishing up the screenplay.
Yeah. She was the showrunner for Altered Carbon, by the way, just in case any of you have seen that as well.
And which I thought was incredible.
I enjoyed the shit out of Altered Carbon.
Altered Carbon. Yeah, that makes me very excited. So yeah, and by the way, this is going to be the first woman to write Star Wars since Lee Brackett co-wrote The Empire Strikes Back. So that's insane. That there hasn't been a woman writing Star Wars since Empire, that's a long time, dude. To be honest, we could have had a woman work on Attack of the Clones to get some of that romance. Hey, man, you laugh, but dude, that Anakin Padme stuff could have been a lot better.
No, I agree. I only laugh because it's funny. You're right.
Okay? Because look, the Han and Leia stuff kind of works because I bet you that was Lee Brackett writing that stuff, man. You know what I mean?
But sand, Daniel.
Yeah, man. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Oh, sand. It's coarse. It's rough. And it gets everywhere. Oh, my God. I just...
swoon.
Okay, and this is coming from somebody who actually likes Attack of the Clones. But that Anakin and Padme stuff, there's no denial. It's terrible. Like, I understand Anakin's a Jedi kid who's, like, never talked to, like, probably anyone besides Jedi. And, you know... He's grown up as a Jedi, so his social skills are not the best. But like, that's awful, dude. You mean that's an awful romance, Anakin and Padme. It could have been written a lot better if we had, somebody else write it. But anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, she's working on this. Apparently she's almost done. He's been working on it since last year. So
Is this supposed to be a trilogy?
Yes.
Okay.
It could be. Yeah, it could be a potential KOTOR trilogy, according to 3 sources. So the Kate Arthur, the BuzzFeed woman journalist who wrote this article, confirmed it with 3 separate sources. So this is again giving BuzzFeed their credit because they're usually known to be full of shit, but this is legit. They broke it first, and other people have ran with it. You can look it up all over the internet. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere now, yeah. Just be careful. There's spoilers out there for the game.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, watch out. But anyway.
Especially if you're going to play it. Go play it. It's awesome.
Yeah, if you're going to play it, be careful looking it up because you should definitely play the game. And don't get it spoiled for yourself. It's incredible. So, yeah, first woman since Lee Brackett in Empire in 1980. Lucasfilm and Disney did not comment on this, which typically means it's true. That if they don't, if sometimes they'll just flat out deny it or whatever. If the fact that they're not responding, probably
they'd be crazy not to do something like this because I mean, like, so many people just love it. They love that era, that game, those characters. You would be insane not to try to make something out of it.
Yeah, and just I think, especially since there's a lot of like great female characters nowadays, Basta LaShawn would be incredible live action. Okay, she's like one of the strongest Jedi of all time. She has this thing called battle meditation. I'm not gonna go into it because you should find out about it if you play the game and whatnot. But it's great. And then having Darth Malak as a villain,
he could be a great. He could
potentially
be a
great
villain.
Fantastic villain.
He's got a cool look. He's fucking a big, imposing figure. He's an
imposing motherfucker. Yeah.
He's Vader-esque in his size.
Very, very good. So, yeah, man. Like, depending on who they cast for that would be incredible. So,
gotta have a good voice for it too.
For sure.
All those characters are so good.
And yeah, like there's Knights of the Republic is such a great. Again, it's my favorite Star Wars story of all time. There's way too much good stuff in here not to be used. There's so many great characters. Just again, my excitement for this, if they announce that this is actually going to be a thing, and they're adapting Star Wars Knights of the Republic, the video game, into a screenplay and a potential trilogy. I'm telling you right now, guys, I'm gonna lose and flip my shit because this will be one of the things I will be most excited about, like ever. I would ever be like one of the things I'm gonna lose and flip my shit. So
it'd be kind of like when Disney bought Star Wars, right? And they're like, we're making more movies. Like, it wouldn't seem real. It'd be like a dream. I can't tell you how excited I was when I just saw the Hammerheads in Rogue One like pop up. I lost my shit.
Originally from Knights of the Republic. Sorry.
Yeah, the Hammerheads. Like, when I saw that, I was like, I can't believe this is real. It's actually happening. They're on the big screen. I was so thrilled.
Yeah. It's such a good thing. I just, again, I really, 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 really want this to happen. It hasn't been confirmed yet, so keep that in mind. But it's very, I mean, it hasn't been confirmed by Disney or Lucasfilm, but there's too many sources here. There's too much legit, stuff happening for it not to happen. So unless something drastic happens, I'm going to count this as actually being a thing. In terms of it being an adaptation of Knights of the Republic, again, I want to stay cautiously optimistic because they could be like, oh, we're writing an Old Republic stuff, but it's not going to be Knights of the Republic. It's going to be in that era, but with new characters and whatnot. So if they do that, I mean, I'll still be excited for it. But if turns out that it is an adaptation of Knights of the Republic, this could potentially be a situation where, like, it could be a Game of Thrones, where the people who've played the game are going to be like the people from Game of Thrones who've read the book, right? So they know what's going to happen. Obviously, they're not going to make it exactly the same. They're going to adapt it. They're going to change certain things for the movie. So not 100% the same. So everybody who's played the game is going to be like everybody who's read the Game of Thrones books, and they're going to hype up everybody else. They're going to get them to play the game or watch the movie, and this is just a win. This is just going to be a win, man. Like I don't know how this can be a bad thing. Like even if you don't know about this, you're still going to find out about it in the movie. This could just be, this is just a smart decision for them to do, especially the way Star Wars is nowadays. It's very divisive.
It's a license to print money, man.
This is easy way to print money, an easy way to get everybody back on board, so I don't understand why they wouldn't do it. Like, just talking about it makes me very giddy and excited. Like I want this, like, so bad. I want this to happen, like, really, really bad.
Give me Kylo Ren on the fucking big screen, smoking motherfuckers. You know what I'm talking about?
Kylo Ren, Canderous Ordo, Darth Malik, Darth Revan, Basil Ashan, Carth Onasi, Zalbar, T3, HK47, Mission Vale, all these people, man. Get them on the big screen, cast some good actors and actresses, and let's get this trilogy, man. Like, I want it so bad, guys. I want this to happen more than, like, most things in life. Okay?
Give us non-human and non-Wookiee, like, supporting characters, man. Give me a Twi'lek that's, like, part of the crew, like,
Mission
in a movie. That's Mission. Give me
man,
that.
Like,
there's always so many humans. It's so boring.
There is, yeah. That's one thing that they haven't really done yet. Like, every main character is, which is weird, because Star Wars, if any franchise could do it, it's Star Wars. They have main characters in, like, in animated shows that work. Ahsoka Tano, strong ass character. They could make her work in live action. People love her. She would be a perfect candidate to be a alien main character that people would love. Hera Syndulla, Rebels, another woman, female main character.
Fucking Thrawn.
That would work as an alien protagonist. Thrawn, alien male antagonist, that could work.
Any chiz.
If any franchise could make alien main characters a thing, it's fucking Star Wars, okay?
Yep.
Why they haven't tried it yet, I have no idea. They can do it, though. They have the characters. They just need to trust in the Force and make it happen, man.
It's a big thing in D&D where they talk about different races, in that people don't like to play humans because we're fucking humans everyday life. We want to play those and see those character stories that aren't human all the time.
Yeah, man. For sure. Exactly. So yeah, they just have to do it. They just have to give it a shot, man.
So that's what I would be fairly fucking excited for about this movie. It's just,
so yeah, if this happens, guys, like, I'm gonna, again, I've said it many times, but I'm gonna flip and lose my shit if it's like announced at some point in the future.
You hear it here on episode, I don't know,
episode 2 of the Clockwork Cantina. On today is May 25th, Sunday, May 25th, 2019. If this is announced at some point in the future that we're getting a listen to me here, a specifically Knights of the Old Republic trilogy based off the video games, I just I have no words, because I might cry tears of joy, okay, if this actually happens, because I want this, okay? This is something that would, like, rejuvenate my excitement for Star Wars, like, a lot. And I already love Star Wars, but, like, this would just make me even more excited than I already am, okay?
So call it now. Years from now, when that trailer drops on episode 2000 of the Clockwork Cantina, we will watch it live for the first time and react to it.
Live on this podcast, right?
We will. You will see two grown men cry.
Probably, man. Shit, it's gonna be incredible, dude. Like, I want it to happen so bad. Okay.
I do too. I want it done well, and I love those characters. That game means so much to me. Shit, I still remember sitting there and just playing it when it came out.
Yeah, dude. It's something.
It started my love of BioWare games, and then EA killed them. So.
Oh my god. Oh, dude. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, that's really it, guys. Like, I kind of meant more for this episode to be like talking about other Star Wars stuff, but I think we've already gone on for long enough. So
We talked. We'll be doing We'll be talking about Star Wars a lot anyway.
yeah, we'll talk about Star Wars
more
a lot in
content,
the future.
more content for us to talk about.
It's only episode 2. We'll have way more stuff, but yeah, it's you know, there was a lot of news this week that happened.
There was a lot.
We had to talk about little stuff here and there, and obviously certain topics are going to take a while, like Game of Thrones and this, and
Game of Thrones. Since that ended, it took a while, so
yeah,
we had to talk about it though.
For sure, yeah, and this obviously, like, my excitement for this is like on another galaxy. Okay, so if this actually goes down, hopefully Leida Kylo Grievous is killing it with the screenplay. And we're getting a Knights of the Republic trilogy, and they make it right, and everything goes right, because I really want Star Wars to succeed, man. I want everybody in the fan base to be happy like we used to be, and all together and united and like getting. So hopefully this is a step into the right direction, or another step in the right direction, because hopefully Mandalorian is going to get us all reunited again. But yeah, I'm just very excited for this stuff. Very, very, very.
All right.
Which, by the way, before we call it here, I was watching Sam Witwer's stream yesterday.
Yeah,
and he talks a lot about behind the scenes stuff. You know, he's involved. He's very involved in Star Wars. He said he got to visit the set of The Mandalorian, and that Dave Filoni got him to do like he got him as a consultant for a couple things, which very interesting. And Sam Witwer said he's gonna be at Galaxy's Edge on Wednesday. So he'll be at Disneyland for Galaxy's Edge, the opening ceremonies on Wednesday. So that'll be really cool.
All right, that'll be fun.
Yeah, man, Sam's a cool dude. So if you guys don't check him out, give him a follow on Twitch.
Go check it out. Somebody link it in the chat.
Twitch.tv/Sam Witwer. He's a great guy. I'll put the link in the chat. There it is. Check him out. He's a great dude. He also came out with a new album, so support him and his music, because good dude.
All right, let's do our ending shout outs, and I get to try out these overlays.
Yeah, so this is it. We're gonna be calling it for the week, guys, and yeah, Josh has been working hard at these overlays. And yeah, look at that, man. It's got the Twitch and the YouTubes and the Instagrams and the Twitters and the logo right there. Very, very cool. Very, very cool. Anyway, so yeah, that'll be it for this week, guys. Thank you for joining us on the Clockwork Cantina Podcast, episode 2. Yeah, check me out on Twitch and YouTubes and Instagrams and Twitters and all that stuff. All the links there. We'll be doing, obviously, this is a weekly show, so we'll be back again next Saturday. I had a blast again today. Thank you guys for those of you who showed up. I'll be uploading this on YouTube as soon as possible. Big videos sometimes take a while, so keep an eye out on that. If you're watching this on YouTube, then hi, join us live on Twitch, because we'll be live again next week. So yeah, as far as stream stuff goes, tomorrow we have our D&D game. See you guys there tomorrow for that, hopefully. Again, here on Josh's channel on Twitch, Josh902, Josh902. It's around the same. No, it's actually later. I think it's 3 p.m. my time, 6 p.m. Eastern.
Yep.
So right. I guess we'd be starting about right now.
Yeah.
At the time we're ending this podcast. So we'd be starting at around this time tomorrow for the D&D game. Join us then for that. And as far as my normal Twitch, follow me. We'll be starting the Hearts of Stone DLC for The Witcher 3 on Monday, 12 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. EST. And we'll be doing all kinds of stuff. I also want to do a Jackbox stream on my channel next week. So hopefully we can get some people in for that. That'll be fun. But yeah. Thank you guys. Thank you, Josh. And we'll see you guys next week.
All right, guys. Looks okay. Hey, it looks great. Thank you. Woohoo. So there's all my info down there in the lower left corner over there somewhere.
Yeah, there it is.
Uh-huh.
Got his Twitch and the Twitters, and there you go.
Yeah, boy, I don't have all that other stuff that Daniel's got. Yeah, so tomorrow we have D&D. We already mentioned it tomorrow at this time, 6 p.m. Eastern time. Make sure to stop by, check it out. The party is in an interesting position. I can't wait to see what happens. Great group of players. I'm going to be playing some Total War 3 Kingdoms on the stream coming up.
Oh, damn.
Probably not today and probably not tomorrow because this weekend's going to be crazy. But keep an eye out during the week for that stuff. And I think we're going to talk about D&D next week on the podcast. Like some storytelling stuff, maybe. Along with our news and stuff. We usually have a topic, but I just shoot the shit. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes.
Something might happen during the week, and we might be like, we need to talk about this instead. And then...
Yeah.
So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, for right now, tentative, we'll probably be talking D&D. I almost said Star Wars. We've been talking Star Wars. A lot of Star Wars. Appreciate all your support, guys. Thank you so much for helping make Daniel and my podcast dreams come true. Please, if you're watching on YouTube, come check us out on Twitch, or keep watching on YouTube. As long as you support us, we dig it. And we love you, and thank you very much for all your support. So,
thank you, guys.
That's all I got.
Bye-bye.
Bye, guys. See you next week. Or tomorrow.
D&D next week for podcast.
Oh, God, I forgot to take off the break stuff.